What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to the third and final episode of the Potential Arsenal FC FIFA 14 rating. So we have already looked at pretty much what I expect the first team to be. Now I'm just going to go through like 5 or 6 subs and like extra players that are kind of on the fringe. So I've got a few quick things to say before we do that. Firstly, if you guys want a fast and reliable coin service, check out utcointraders.com. There's a link to them in the description down below. Also, I'm going to be doing more of these but not Arsenal. I'm going to be doing random players, so put suggestions in the comments down below for players you would like to see me do. So anyone you want to see me do their potential ratings for next year, stick that in the comments down below and we might get around to doing it. And I think that is all I've got to say before we get stuck into it. Just a reminder as well, this is my opinion. Chances are you may completely disagree with it. I'm trying as hard as I can not to be biased, but when I see them every day, like every week, it's kind of like that's just what I know. I know that this is what these players are good at, so this is just my opinion. Of course, you guys may disagree. But anyway, let's get straight stuck into it with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. So I haven't actually given him an overall change. He's played in quite a few league games this season, but almost all of them as a sub. And he's had a good impact, but nothing amazing. So I've kept his overall the same. I've moved him from left wing to right wing, because more often than not, he's playing out on the right. I haven't changed his pace. He is still very quick, but I think 89 is fair. His dribbling, I've bumped up 1, because his dribbling has seemed to have improved. That's what he's put a lot of work in. His shooting, I've bumped up 2 as well. He hasn't scored many goals, but some of his long shots, or that boost there would go on his long shots, not on his general finish, but his long shots, because his long shots have improved greatly. His defending a -4. When he is out on that right, he doesn't really seem to help out with the defence too much. Passing, I've bumped up 1 because he's got some really good crossing, and his heading I have kept exactly the same. Next up, we have Carl Jenkinson. Obviously, the one thing you would have noticed here, the fact that I've changed him from Finnish to English. Now, he has made the decision to play for the English national squad. That is the team that he is, the nationality he has chosen to play for. He was born and raised here, so he has gone for England. He could have played for both, but for senior squads, he has chosen to play for England. But anyway, in terms of his stats and stuff, I've bumped his overall up 4. He's had a fantastic season every time he's played, like particularly the Bayern Munich away game. He had, I believe, Robin was playing out on their left wing in that game. It might have been Ribery, I forget, but he had them in his pocket basically at the Allianz, and he was fantastic there. I don't think he warrants a goal just yet, but I bumped his pace up 6 because he has really been working on his pace and his fitness. He's done very well with it. His dribbling, I've knocked up 3. I think 63 is very fair. He does do some really good runs, but he also makes a lot of mistakes when on the ball. One of the most glaringly obvious ones I can think of is when we're the Swansea home game. It was 0-0, and in like the 84th minute, he tried to dribble with the ball, lost it to Michu, and he went on and scored. I've knocked his shooting up 2, mainly because of that goal against Reading at the 4-0. It was eventually given to him. Next, defending, I've put up 5. His defending has improved massively. He's clearly works in it. Passing up 2 because his crossing's been good, and heading up 2 because he wins the odd header. Next up, we have Thomas Vermaelen. Now, he has had a terrible season, absolutely torrid time. Dropped for injury, then dropped for poor performances. Basically been stripped of his captaincies, given to Mikel Arteta basically on a full-time basis now. Koscielny and Mertesacker have been preferred ahead of him, and in general, he has been far, far less impressive than he has been previously. Knocked his pace down 2. He seems to have lost his pace a little bit. Dribbling, obviously no change really there. His shooting has changed dramatically. He used to score a ton of volleys and stuff, not anymore. Defending down 4, I think his standing tackle and sliding tackle has lost it big time. His passing, I've kept exactly the same. He doesn't do that much passing anyway. And heading, I've knocked down by 1 because his heading has lowered slightly. But anyway, on to the next player, and that is Nacho Monreal. Now, I've decided not to touch his overall rating. I think he's had a satisfactory second half of the season, obviously, since signing for Arsenal. I mean, Gibbs has basically been preferred over him when Gibbs has been fit. But I've knocked down his pace 1 because I don't think he is that quick. From what I've seen of him, he doesn't seem to be that rapid. But his dribbling and shooting, I've put up 2 and 5, particularly with his link-up play with the likes of Santi Cazorla. Going forward, the 2 together are fantastic. Nacho has scored a goal or 2 for us. I think 2, actually. And his dribbling just going forward and his 1-2 play has been really nice, which is why I've knocked his passing up 1. His general defence, I'm sticking at 75 because I think that's fair, and I've knocked down his heading 2 because, to be honest with you, I don't think I've seen him win a single header over in the left-back role. Next up, we have Thomas Rosicky. Now, this guy always seems to come back for injury and just save the second half of our season. It's the second year in a row he's done it, and it's going to be nice because so far we're going into the start of the season without him being injured. Now, I'm giving him an overall rating of +1 because, to be honest with you, he really, really did change our second half of the season and was absolutely fantastic for for us. But his tempo is really high, but I've knocked his pace down too because he doesn't have major pace, but it is his tempo that's so good. His dribbling, I've knocked up 1. There is a video like of all of his dribbling. It's absolutely amazing. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description for you guys. But his shooting as well, I knocked up 2. He's scored some really good goals this season. A couple of like doubles and stuff have been very, very useful. Defending, I've knocked down 1. He never really does any tackling. Passing, I've knocked up 2 to 83 because he's just been really good with his passing in general, and his heading I knocked down 2. But that is the end of this episode, guys. I hope you agree with it. If not, I'm sorry, but let me know in the comments down below in a nice way what you think they should be. Don't try to be too aggressive or anything. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see any other ones on which players you would like to see me do, not from Arsenal, but general players. But that is the end of this episode, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.